Kevin, thank you.
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got Richardson. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Cauley Stein. Then there's Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Nuggets, Gordon out there with Jokic. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's McGee in at the 5. Now here's Murray. Throws it up high. And McGee kicks to Murray. Looking for McGee. He gets it there. Clock at 6. And the slam dunk by McGee.
So good to see Murray, not just as a scorer, but thriving as a passer, too.
Doncic against Murray. And the dunk by Doncic.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And here are the Nuggets now, following the score by Dallas. Richardson with the double team. Porter passes to Murray. Over Richardson. Here's Porter. Banked in off the glass.
Always good to see the young fella, Porter Jr., outwork the opposition on the glass that time.
And here is Doncic. Shot from 16. Rebound by JaVale McGee.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
And here are the Mavericks now.
And guys, if there's an X factor for this Nuggets team moving forward, it might be the young man, Michael Porter Jr. Talk about his potential. It could be as high as anybody on that roster.
Yeah, I concur with you there, Greg. I mean, you look at this kid, he's got a great shooting touch and really good scoring instincts that you don't see very often. Extremely gifted. They brought him along slowly, which is the wise thing to do. And if he can come on and realize his potential, he could take him to another level for sure.
Now here's Murray. After Luka Doncic's miss, Murray finds Porter. McGee with it.
And that stifling defense of Cauley Stein is what got him drafted 6th back in 2015.
Some nice passing here by Dallas. Murray against Doncic. 11 feet out and he hits it.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Murray. Passes it to Jokic. Over Porzingis. The Nuggets with another miss. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That's his first foul. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Finney Smith kicks to Doncic. Takes a 3. Drops in the tray. Doncic has got 7 points in the game.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Pass to Jokic. Murray outside. Outside Porter. All alone. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Porter Jr. has a unique combination of size and skill, and as a result, able to beat defenders in the catch-and-shoot game.
Here's Richardson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Murray against Doncic. Offensive rebound. McGee, the pass to Jokic. Tries again. It's rebounded by Dallas.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Mavericks leading by 3. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The pass to Porzingis. Shoots over McGee. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Boy, what a brilliant find by Doncic.
Murray with it. From past the arc, a three-pointer is right on target.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
The Mavericks have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Now, Doncic, 7 points in the game. And they double up Doncic. Kicks it out to Richardson. Another 3 for Dallas.
Boy, Richardson has great range and is a knockdown shooter from deep.
Now here's Murray. And that does it for the first quarter. Mavericks lead by 5. And we'll be back with you. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Morris is out there with Will Barton. Then there's Paul Millsap. Then there's Bull. And it's Dozier in at the small forward. Pass to Hardaway. They get the rebound. Marjanovic. And it's sent back by Millsap.
Can't ignore Millsap's defensive instinct. Excellent timing, rising up to block shots.
Brunson scanning the floor. Shot clock at 5. Second shot opportunity. And the layup is up and in. Brunson's got the lead up to 5 now for the Mavs. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
The Nuggets shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Here's Dozier. He can't get it to go. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same.
It actually almost makes it a little more special. Grace over power is how I would look at it.
Powell finds Marjanovic. Passes it to Brunson. Outside Hardaway. It's stolen by Morris. And now the Nuggets, fast break.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
And here's Brunson. Pass to Marjanovic. From 13, it's tipped.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul. Brunson against Morris. The pass to Bull. Back to Morris. Off target with his three. Mavericks have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Yep, it counts. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
How about that? Redick showing the same kind of accuracy on that pass as he has on his three-point shots, which is quite remarkable. That's how you drop a dime, though.
Morris dishes to Millsap, and it's slammed in by Millsap.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Brunson the pass to Powell. Now Marjanovic. Pass to Brunson. 6 on the shot clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Hardaway, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Denver in the lead. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Morris against Brunson. Millsap left side. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Morris. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. The Mavericks have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. 1:02 left in the first half of basketball. And Doncic gets it to go.
Boy, shots like this prove Doncic has the ability to be a major threat from there, expanding his game.
Passes it to McGee. And the rejection by Cauley Stein. And that goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Cauley Stein. There's 45 seconds left to play here in the half. 5 on the clock. And it's Murray with the jam.
I like the athleticism of Murray, just taking off towards the rim for the jam.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Porzingis high post. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And the Mavericks lead by 1. Here's Murray. He has 5. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Jokic has a nice shot fake and did a good job that time getting the defenders up in the air and drawing the foul.
The Nuggets had shot just 1 free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Doncic with it. He's got 10. And that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good news. A pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They were always within striking distance. And that...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
On the floor for Dallas, we've got Doncic. Willie Cauley-Stein is out there with Porzingis. Then it's Josh Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. And Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Nuggets shooting well, 50% from the floor. Now Porter. Pass to Jokic. Outside for Murray. Jokic trying to free himself up. Murray, good. Murray's got the lead up to 3 now for the Nuggets.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Doncic. Porzingis has got 6.
Well, you can see it in his eyes. Porzingis looking aggressively for his shot.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it, and it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
Doncic kicks to Richardson. Now the pass to Cauley Stein. Here's Finney-Smith. Now here's Doncic. He's got 10. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM. Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
And once Porter has some momentum behind him, boy, he just rides it to the basket. An exceptional dunker of the ball.
Doncic kicks to Cauley Stein. Back to Doncic. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
Doncic is able to blow by opponents and make them pay. Even though he's not the greatest athlete, he's sneaky quick.
Pass to Jokic. Over Porzingis. The offensive rebound. And Murray with the second chance points. And the Nuggets lead by 7.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul. Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well, to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Passes it to Redick. Back to Brunson. Elbow shot is on the way, and Bull pulls it down. Here's Denver now. They're on a 12-4 run right now. He dishes it to Millsap. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Here's Brunson, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
Mavericks trail by 9. And here is Powell. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And that one drops for him.
Oh, you got to love seeing Powell attack. I mean, an agile big guy who gets it to the cup in a hurry.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Morris passes to Bull. The kick out to Barton. 6 to shoot. Morris right side.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And so it's Denver. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. We've got Paul Millsap. Bill Barton is out there with Monte Morris. Then there's Bull. And it's Dozier in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Mavericks trail by 7. Brunson finds Redick. Pass to Hardaway. For the 3. Nailed from three-point land. Brunson's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Mavs. Morris outside. There's the dish to Barton. Over Redick. Nice touch on the shot from close range. And the Nuggets lead by 6.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they had.
It's Redick on the wing. Millsap covering. And it's Denver with the rebound. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's foul number 2 for him. Barton wide open. He fires. They get it back. And that one's good. Millsap.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Denver leading by 8. Here's Dozier. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Dallas calls timeout.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He is not pleased, and he told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move, or I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Here's Murray. Outside Porter. Doncic with the steal. Over Murray. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. The Nuggets leading by 10. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Porter passes to Murray. 5 to shoot. Over Richardson. And there's another one for the Nuggets.
Boy, it's a lot of fun watching Murray operate in these types of situations. Keeps his composure and drains the high-pressure shot. That's pretty impressive.
Plenty of daylight on that shot.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Murray with it. 1:46 left in the fourth. There's the pass to Jokic. Denver needs to get off his shot. It's hauled in by Richardson. Mavericks trail by 10. It's Richardson on the wing. Doncic feeling it out. Gordon with the defensive effort.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
And a wide open look for Porter. Drills it from outside.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nuggets. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Nuggets.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Jamal Murray.
Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
The clock now can just run out for the Nuggets. Jokic passes to McGee. And it's Jokic missing. Here's Porzingis with a fast break chance. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Jokic inside. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's... D.A. Jacob.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, D.A. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Nurkic is out there with Giles. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the shooting guard position. And for Denver, they've got Nikola Jokic. Will Barton is out there with Murray. Then there's Gordon. And it's Porter in at the 3. Now here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. Drains it from 17 feet out. Jokic has got the opening basket of the game for Denver.
And just paying attention to the details, it makes great reads offensively. Jokic is so comfortable with the catch and shoot.
Lillard against Murray. Launches a 3. Lillard misses. Jokic passes to Gordon. Shoots over Nurkic, and it's Gordon missing. Here's the Trailblazers with the ball.
And Yusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic. Hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up. But I know you were doing your thing, but he would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back and playing.
Jokic on the follow.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Pass to Nurkic. And so just over a minute and a half played. Lillard finds Powell. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Nurkic. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
The defense with no impact at all. Just didn't have the feel for his jump shot.
Jokic against Powell. Powell with the steal. And now Portland on the break. Jumps up. And the dunk by Powell.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
Yeah, and defensively, you like to see a greater effort to change ends.
Now here's Murray. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. 6 on the shot clock. Shot from 12. And it's Jokic missing.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
That's how to make things look easy for a teammate. I mean, you make passes like that one from Lillard, crazy.
Murray with it. Barton outside. Back to Murray. The pass to Jokic. Shoots over Nurkic. That one off the back iron and out. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
Denver with the ball after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Here's Jokic. Lillard against Murray. Jokic on the follow.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
1:19 left in the first quarter of the game. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. And that one's good. Barton.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Lillard against Murray. Pass to Powell. Here's Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. Powell trying to free himself up. Knocks it loose. Pass to Giles. Lillard against Murray. Pass to Powell. 2 on the clock. Here's Nurkic. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
And good luck trying to keep Nurkic off the glass. I mean, using his brute strength well on the offensive boards.
There's 21 seconds left to play here in the first. And the shot goes in.
His energy level has never dropped in his game. I mean, he's working his tail off, and the D struggling to keep up.
Lillard against Murray. To the left wing. Jacks up a three. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Jokic firing on all cylinders for Denver. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Yeah, they're clawing, they're grinding, doing anything they could to make the most of their possessions.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the Trailblazers, we've got Robert Covington. Cohen is out there with Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Jones in at the three, the small forward. Denver in the lead. Now Morris. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof.
Wow.
I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know,
That is.
got a couple finals MVPs.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Millsap finds McGee, and the slam dunk by McGee.
No, that's just too easy for McGee. I mean, the minute he establishes position in this area, the defense is done. Well, there are a few players in the league that can match McGee's athleticism. I mean, his whole career, he's been a class above with his speed and lead. He'll make the most of it on both ends of the court.
And the D just a step slow reacting to the step back.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. And there's the pass to McGee. Kicks it to Rivers. Morris passes to Dozier. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Millsap. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
And see, Webb, you mentioned it with JaVale McGee. His vertical is off the charts.
Oh, yeah, he can get to alley-oops, GA, that nobody else can. The length and bounce he has is jaw-dropping. I mean, same goes for his shot-blocking abilities when he times it up.
Here we go, all alone. There's the lob to the hoop, and the slam dunk by McGee.
You see why McGee's teammates lob it up his way? Because they know he can go up and get it.
McCollum dishes to Anthony. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Passes to McCollum. Dishes to Kanter. Little kicks to Anthony. No good with the triple.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
Pass to Rivers from 15 feet away. Second chance shot. Pass to Dozier. And here is Morris. He's guarded by McCollum. Morris looking over the floor. Tries again. That shot no good. Good D by McCollum.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Offensive rebound. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Here's the three. The Trailblazers rebound. Out to Anthony. And the pass to McCollum. Clock at 6. Back to Anthony. They need this one. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. A different look now for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Enes Kanter. Collins comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Damian Lillard in for Little. Lillard against Morris. Pass to Millsap. It's tipped. Stolen by Collins. And here they come. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Good on the three-point shot. McCollum's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, and sometimes you just got to assume every three McCollum is going to take is going to go in.
Pass to Dozier. One second left, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime program. The first quarter was all about Nikola Jokic. He had 8 points and 3 rebounds. Thanks for joining us.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
Yeah, you must try to match his energy level first and foremost. But right now, he's just out hustling guys to the ball.
Gordon out there with Porter. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Barton in at the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
And the quick feet of Murray really doing an extraordinary job getting out in transition.
Cullen passes to Covington. McCollum against Barton. Lillard from outside. The Trailblazers with the new shot clock. Shot clock at 6. Porter against Powell. Here's Covington. Here's Nurkic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
He's a real menace. Nurkic is 7'1". He's difficult to guard without fouling.
Portland shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And both free throws good for Nurkic. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Denver. They lead by 1. Barton outside. Back to Murray. Pulls up. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Murray's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
McCollum against Barton. McCollum feeling it out a bit. The dish to Nurkic. Portland needs to get off a shot. He can't get that one to fall. Good defense by Jokic.
This is not the start they wanted coming out of the break. 0 for 3 so far, and they're not playing with much intensity.
And stolen by Barton. And the basket is good. And it's a 5-point Nugget lead.
How's that for a start? Good on all 3 attempts so far in the second half.
Lillard way outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Lillard's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season. Came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
And it's Jokic missing.
Well, that's their first miss after hitting 3 in a row to start the half. I mean, I guess it had to happen sometime.
Pass to Lillard. That's a 2 from Powell. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body, and I think we will see that in time.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep. That one doesn't drop.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Jokic against Cantor. No good that time. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. Simons surveying the D. And there's the pass to Giles. Out to Anthony. And Jones now atop the key. Lobs it up for Anthony. Jokic with the steal. Here's Murray. It's stolen by Jones. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Anthony leading the charge. The shot's good from Cantor.
Embracing physical contact on the way up. Cantor seems to enjoy scoring right on the defense.
And here is Murray. 32 seconds left to play in the third. Martin passes to Jokic. And again, Denver no good. Trailblazers trail by 3. 16 seconds left here in the third quarter. Anthony dishes to Jones. Here's Giles. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. And now just a 1-point Nugget lead.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the court for the Trailblazers, Derek Jones is out there with Giles. Then it's Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. McGee the pass to Morris. The Trailblazers shooting 40% from the field. Here's Giles. Millsap covering. To take the lead. Giles, that's good. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Morris outside, 14 feet away. Here's Millsap, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Enes Kanter.
And it's fair to say that Millsap has been very underrated throughout his career. A versatile, tenacious forward who quietly destroys whoever he plays.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Lillard's checked in. just over a minute played here in the fourth. Paul Millsap with the rebound. The Nuggets shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Rivers, a three from Morris. The Nuggets with another miss.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. Good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
Back to Giles. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Giles has got 4 points in the quarter. Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
Now, here is Morris. Passes it to Millsap. Launches it. Portland grabs the miss. Here's Giles. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That is his first foul of the game. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Nurkic checked in for Portland. McCollum comes in for Derek Jones. To the middle. Here's Nurkic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
The toughness and the edge Nurkic provides, it's awesome. A physical big man. He makes an impact on both ends of the floor.
Zach Collins checked in for Portland. Norman Powell comes in for Anthony. The Nuggets trail by 3. Murray with it. And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. Now Murray. He kicks to Barton. Just 5 to shoot. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Here's Gordon.
McCollum is solidly contested shot. Does a nice job at getting hands up in time.
And then Gordon with the dunk.
Boy, they needed that one. And Gordon delivers. His productive habits really paying off there.
And here's McCollum. Lillard outside. Pass to Nurkic from 13. Wow, way off on that one.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Murray, good.
And the competitive nature of Murray making all the difference there, doing everything he can to rally his team.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Portland again, missing. Denver's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. On pass to Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Out of nowhere, Gordon just soaring in there, and that athleticism carries him straight to the hoop.
Powell kicks to Lillard. There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Nurkic up top. It's McCollum on the wing. Oh, good on the triple. The Nuggets leading by 3. Now, here's Jokic. He feeds it to Portland. Denver passing it around. Murray for 3. The shot, no good. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. 3-pointer, Lillard. Rebound by Murray. Denver with the ball. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Barton outside. Pass to Gordon. Murray outside. Back to Gordon. There's the pass to Jokic. It's in!
Calm and collected in the game's biggest moments. You can rely on Jokic when you need a basket.
Here's Lillard. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Porter with it. So we see Denver get the win here. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah.
Welcome, everyone, here on 2K. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got Paul George. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Ibaka in at the center position. And for Denver, Michael Porter's out there with Murray. Then it's Aaron Gordon. Then there's JaVale McGee. And it's Jokic in at the 4 slot. Now here's Jackson. To the inside, Morris. No good on that one. Good defense by Jokic. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for Denver. Good work there as it goes. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, you'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
George has gone 2 of 2 from three-point land tonight. Here's Murray. Inside. And finished off by Porter.
He just jumps so fast. I mean, give Porter a chance to dunk, and he doesn't think twice about it.
Jackson down low. He's covered by Murray. Got a piece of it. So timeout called here. The first for Los Angeles. Here's George. 6 points for him. 5 on the clock. Lobs it up for Ibaka. No good on that one.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
You know, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
Jokic grabs the miss. Nuggets have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Kicks it out to Gordon. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard.
And as he gets deeper into his career, Serge Ibaka's shooting continues to improve. What a great job he's done of changing how he scores.
It's very impressive because a late bloomer Serge Ibaka has been on the offensive end. Let's look at last season, his highest point per game average, and he's in his 11th NBA season. That still has great efficiency on the offensive end, but sometimes he's overlooked as a scorer on this team.
Now here's Murray. Now here's Jackson. To the paint, Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
I like when Reggie Jackson is seeking out his teammates. He could have took that shot, but his teammate, he was wide open.
Passes it to Jokic. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
Clearly a foul.
The Nuggets shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Jackson kicks to Leonard. And foul on the shot. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Ibaka. Ivica Zubac has checked in for Morris. Kennard, he's checked in for George. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Reggie Jackson. Now, here is Morris.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
And that one is good from Zubac.
Kawhi is carving up this defense. Love his awareness. He is finding the open man.
56 seconds left in the first quarter. Morris passes to Barton, and stolen by Cousins. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. It's his first trip to the line. That's good from Beverly.
A really good second-round pick out of Arkansas. Beverly fits perfectly in that 3-and-D role.
And the Clippers making a change here. Batum's checked in. 40 seconds left here in the first quarter. The Nuggets shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And the first one drops. And Morris drops them both. 36 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And Beverly kicks to Cousins. Now Beverly. Back to Cousins. Now the pass to Beverly. Down low. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Why does the pump fake work? Because of DeMarcus Cousins' ability to score at all three levels. The defender knows he has to close hard to have a chance.
The Nuggets trail by 6. And here is Morris. Barton outside. Up again. It's good on the putback.
The towering presence that is Ball. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. We recently checked in with Jamal Murray, who discussed the team's approach.
The mentality of how we play, how we move.
Greg, sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again, but Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
They just look hungrier out there. They don't mind taking the pounding.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. Batum is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Beverly in at the point guard. Morris against Beverly. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do. They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Denver calls timeout.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Murray with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Jokic, no good.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Clippers leading by 11. Outside Jackson to the middle. Leonard the pass to Morris. Leonard against Gordon. Leonard dishes to Morris. Leonard. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Pass to Porter. Out left to the wing. Here's Jokic. And just miss after miss right now. Deflects the pass to the paint. Count the basket.
And this is where Jokic is most comfortable. The closer he is to the rim, the more effective he becomes.
Well, how can you not love the continued resurgence of JaVale McGee? There were some years where he was trying to figure it out. Now he's a big factor for this team at center.
Lobs it up for Ibaka.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Denver. They trail by 11. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Here's George. Leonard trying to break free. That's good for George on the assist by Jackson. You know, Smitty, the change for McGee's pretty simple. He got some direction on how to play. Now he does everything he can to play within himself.
Kevin, that has been a huge difference maker for JaVale McGee. And you know, when he's focused, he can make an impact. Plays in short bursts, but very effective.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Outside Jackson. Feeds it to Ibaka. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The Nuggets trail by 9. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. .109 left here in the second. And it's Murray with the jam.
I think Murray's toughness gives him an edge on drives. He just doesn't back down.
Here's Jackson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Outside, George. Top of the key, Ibaka. Clock at 6. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here.
Coming off the screen, Kawhi attracts so much defensive attention. Hard to throw a blanket over the roller at the same time.
Pass to Porter. Back to Murray. Lets it go with a 3. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
now. Here's George. He's got 8. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Good luck containing Paul George on the drive. He's one of the more fluid wings in the league.
And George drops them both. Now Murray. In the corner, it's Gordon. And so it's the Los Angeles. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. The largest lead they had was 6 in the opening. And
we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Jokic is out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Murray. Then it's Aaron Gordon. And it's Porter at the shooting guard. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. And McGee kicks to Murray. Shot clock at 3. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Murray's got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Nuggets. Morris outside. They double him with Jokic. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Leonard inside. Guarded by Porter. Ibaka. Porter pulls it in. The Nuggets trail by 6. Here's McGee. And it's sent back by George.
Not going to be Paul George with that move. He's too long and too talented of a defender.
And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. LA's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Passes it to George. Beyond the arc. Keeps it alive. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Clippers lead by 8.
Terrific score there off the miss by Morris. Doesn't get a ton of offensive rebounds, but making that one count.
Murray with it. Guarded now by Morris. The shot's good. Murray's got 4 this quarter.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
The pass to George. 3-pointer. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got his 4th assist in this one. Jackson against Murray. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcomed with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids. You're right.
Really, the right play defensively, if you can't block, force them to the line. Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
Leonard attacking and jammed down, and he goes right on top of Aaron Gordon.
Well, we know Leonard's an elite two-way machine, but there he shows us the artistry.
Murray against Jackson. Murray outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Serge Ibaka picks one up there. And with the dunk contest and Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Kennard's shot is off.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Great anticipation by DeMarcus. His instincts are excellent pretty much in every phase of the game.
And it's Murray with the jam.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
It's a tight contest. Those type of plays can fire up your team and swing momentum.
Zubac the pass to Batum. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got his 4th rebound in this one. Right side, Gordon. Back to Porter. Pass to Jokic. And it's Denver scoring again.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
What I like during this run, they paid incredible attention to the details at both ends. That needs to continue.
Pass to Kennard. Back to Zubac. Beverly against Murray. Inside. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
That's just being out of sync and at the worst time, costly.
Here's the Nuggets with the ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And here is Morris. 12 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Pass to Barton. And Barton throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. What a performance by Jamal Murray. He has been the story for the Denver Nuggets. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The Clippers trail. So for the Clippers right now, we've got Patrick Beverly. Ivica Zubac is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Batum in at the small forward.
Always working to find open territory. Kennard's lethal in catch and shoot.
Here's Morris. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
Shooting for Denver, Monte Morris.
The first one falls.
At the 1 for 2.
And Morris drops them both. Los Angeles has gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. Beverly finds Cousins. Batum scanning the floor. The pass to Beverly. Back to Batum. Got a piece of it.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Morris kicks to Millsap. His 3-pointers off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Beverly with the ball. Batum passes to Zubac. Floats it up for Cousins. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
A great play call, perfectly in rhythm, ending with the powerful flush by Cousins.
Morris outside. And the rejection by Cousins. 6 to shoot. Kennard against Barton. That shot off the mark. And the Clippers will come the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. Zubats kicks to Beverly. Outside, Batum to the inside. So nice passing here by Los Angeles. Always going up for the alley-oop here.
With a high basketball IQ and improving playmaking abilities, Luke's growing as a distributor.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's foul number 2 for him. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Murray against Jackson. Murray the pass to McGee, and it's McGee with the jam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Pass to Morris. Outside Leonard. Outside for Jackson. Let's go. And it's Leonard missing.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Porter finds McGee. It's stolen by Ibaka. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. And Jackson throws it down hard.
An important time in the game in terms of momentum. You see Reggie willing to put the team on his back.
Jackson against Murray. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Clippers leading by 4. Jackson passes to Ibaka. Jackson kicks to Morris. Ibaka outside. Here's George. 6 on the shot clock. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Gordon. Porter passes to Murray. Tries it from 9. And the rejection by Leonard.
Strong instincts and positioning. Kawhi read that shot all the way.
And stolen by Gordon. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Murray, no good. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. From deep, George. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
And really, Murray is so crafty at getting contact on his drives, just fearless going to the hole.
And so Murray nails both of them. 30 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And here are the Clippers. It's a 5-point game. George finds Jackson. Outside Leonard. Back to Jackson. Leonard on the wing. Shot clock at 5. Outside Jackson. From deep, George. They get it back.
Great anticipation. He has great hands. Kawhi gobbles up second chance opportunities.
Here's Murray. Yes!
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. And so Los Angeles takes the win. A narrow win under difficult. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The sprawling metropolis. And we've got...
Hey, Kevin.
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Michael Porter's out there with Jamal Murray. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Gordon in at the small forward. And for the Mavericks, Doncic out there with Richardson. And there's Porzingis. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. Out to Porzingis. No one near him. That's good on the jump shot. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Boy, what a display of toughness from Kristaps Porzingis. He's a rock down low.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Denver. 4-point game. To the middle, Porzingis with the steal. Porter with the steal. To the paint, Jokic. And the layup's good off the glass.
Plays a rugged game down low. Jokic's toughness adds character to the identity of this team.
Now here's Richardson. Back to Doncic. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and Cauley-Stein throws it down.
You just throw it up there. Trill Will's going to take care of the rest.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
And it's a challenge trying to guard Jokic from there. Adept at making you foul him on the way up.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
And stolen by Murray. It's tipped. The pass to Doncic. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Finney-Smith kicks to Doncic. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
Murray with it. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, sinks the triple.
Gotta do better against Murray if you're on D. Even from way downtown, he's incredibly accurate.
Doncic dishes to Richardson. Top of the key, Porzingis. Doncic feeling it out. Pass to Cauley-Stein. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From the high post, and it's Doncic. That time on the assist from Cauley-Stein.
Well, you want to talk about a picture-perfect jumper. Luka Doncic knows a thing or two about getting into the mid-range.
Now here's Murray. Pass to McGee. Outside for Murray. No good. That would have tied it. Dallas leading by 3. And it's McGee with the jam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Back to Porzingis. Doncic outside. Hits it from three-point range. Doncic has got 7 points.
No shortage of confidence from Luka Doncic. If he gets a clean pass, it's going up.
Murray for 3. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now, here's Doncic. He has 7. And they double up Doncic. Porzingis passes to Doncic. From 20 feet out. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Murray surveying the D. Passes it to Jokic. Porter trying to free himself up. And Jokic gets it to go. He has 6.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. It's some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Denver, Paul Millsap out there with Bowl. Then it's Will Barton. Then there's Monte Moore. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Mavericks leading by 3. The high post shot, and he nails the jumper.
Boy, Hardaway Jr. off the bounce, the rise and fire. That's pretty.
Morris kicks to Barton. And Barton throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Kleba finds Marjanovic. Outside Hardaway. And Bull pulls it down.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
A nice shot by Dozier.
And at 7-2, Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Runs in the pass to Marjanovic. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. Marjanovic has got his first points in this one.
Looked like some confusion defensively that time. Left him wide open for a nice look on the jumper.
Morris outside. You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. You know, Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts at maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA.
What an effort to get the tip in, just wanting it a little bit more.
Morris passes to Dozier. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Barton outside. Off target from the baseline.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Brunson. No points in the game yet for him. The pass to Reddick. From the arc. They grab their own miss. Outside Hardaway. No good from outside.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
The Nuggets trail by 3. Now Morris. Pass to Bull. From downtown. Denver gets it back.
And the play succeeds because Millsap comes to the court hungry. He chases down boards and second chance opportunities.
Brunson kicks to Marjanovic. Outside Hardaway. Shoots the 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. Hardaway has got 7 points.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Barton outside. The Mavericks pull it in.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Brunson, no good. Got a piece of it. And here's Reddick. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pass to Brunson. Passes it to Marjanovic. 6 to shoot. Down low. Shoots over Barton. And that one's good. Marjanovic has got the lead up to 6 now for the Mavs.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring. And Tim Hardaway says, you know what? My teammate's open. I'm going to get him the ball.
And Bull wide open. He shoots. And no luck with that time on the buzzer. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They ended the period holding on to a slim. And that should do it.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And one of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
They've got Porzingis. Richardson is out there with Doncic. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half. And the call up against Jokic. That is his first foul of the game. Mavericks leading by 6. Doncic with it. 7 points in the game. Stolen by McGee.
and he was camped in just the right spot to swipe that pass away down low.
Jokic passes to McGee. Kicks to Gordon. Wide open look here for Murray. It's good from long range. Murray's got the first points of the second half here for Denver.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions. This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Doncic left side. Yes, that goes in.
Boy, Luka Doncic excels in the two-man game. You handle the rock with perfection. Nicely done, young sir.
Now here's Murray. 9 points in the game so far. Gordon finds Jokic. Back to Gordon. Shot from the top of the key. Jokic. Great positioning on the putback.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Here's Doncic. 9 points in the game so far.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
The finish. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Well, I'll tell you this. He is a relentless scorer at this point, Aaron Gordon. He is not afraid of taking contact.
The Nuggets shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
In a tough season a year ago for Aaron Gordon, Doris fell short of the output he had the last few years and had a tough time hitting from the outside.
Look, Greg, you're an former NBA player, so you know the history here. Trying to find a rhythm while fighting through injuries is very difficult to do. This guy's got unbelievable athleticism. He's sharpening his skills. I think it's just a matter of time for Aaron Gordon.
And Porter, here we go. Floats it up for Jokic. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
The sneaky athleticism of Jokic, reminding everyone that he's capable of hammering it down on those alley-oops.
Doncic kicks to Porzingis. No good, unable to end this run. And Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Denver leading by 4. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
There's the pass to Porter. Pass to Jokic. And it's Denver scoring again.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Dallas has gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Here's Doncic. Shot on the wing. That misses off the backboard.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But, you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there.
And there have been some to compare Porter to Kevin Durant. Really a fluid shooter who also possesses amazing athleticism.
Runs in the pass to Kleba. And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Will Barton, he's checked in for Porter. 1:02 left to play in the third. Hardaway kicks to Brunson. 3 on the clock to stop the drought. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
Brunson against Morris. Pass to Bull. And the dunk by Bull.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Brunson the pass to Marjanovic. Denver grabs the miss.
Cannot believe he missed that one. Ooh, I'm sure he can't either.
Here's Dozier. The dish to Morris. Shoots over Marjanovic, and that one comes up a bit short. And so it's Denver in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of...
Venom.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Mavericks trail by 8, and Denver will start the fourth quarter with. They've got Bull. Monte Morris is out there with Will Barton. Then there's Paul Millsap, and it's Dozier in at the 3. And that one, good. Kleba's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Dallas. Denver's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Now Morris. Passes to Bull. Inside. 4 on the shot clock. Baseline jumper. And he overshot that one, missing. Maverick shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from J.J. Redick.
Proving he's more than just an outside shooter. Redick also has a sweet touch from that area.
Morris outside. The 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Marjanovic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Richardson the pass to Doncic. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Murray outside. Bulls from the top of the key. The Nuggets with another miss. Mavericks trail by 4. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. A pass to Porzingis. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Now the pass to Murray. Back to Porter. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chipping.
Hardaway's checked in for the Mavericks. Doncic outside. That one doesn't go. And Denver the other way now. There's the lob to the hoop. And Jokic throws it down.
And the precise passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the floor.
And here is Doncic.
Boy, what a job defensively. You couldn't play that any better.
The Nuggets leading by 6. Murray with it. Pass to Jokic. And Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Murray. Outside Gordon. Denver passing it around. McGee's shot is off.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Jokic grabs the miss. Nuggets have gone just 1 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Murray with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Shot clock at 6. Jokic, no good. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. McGee with the block.
Cauley Stein, a serviceable shooter at the line. Let's see if he can make them count.
First free throw is good, and that brings them within 5. Cauley Stein hits them both.
Boy, did they need those free throws to go down. They're definitely within striking distance.
Now here's Murray. Porter looking it over. Back to Murray. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And stolen by Richardson. And here they go. Porzingis kicks to Doncic. 34 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Porzingis on the foul.
Embrace the spotlight, KP. Delivery in a big moment for Porzingis.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're leading by 2. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Nikola Jokic.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Dallas calls timeout. They're down by 4. 5 seconds left in the game. What do you think, guys?
And you know what? They're not ready to give up yet. They'll try to intentionally foul if they can get a quick hoop.
It's good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Doncic relishes the opportunity to deliver in big moments, and my goodness, embrace the spotlight, young man.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Boy, it doesn't get much bigger than that. A perfect trip to the line to give them the critical 3-point cushion. What poise.
Dallas calls timeout. They're trailing by 3. 3 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And they need a 3 to tie. But look, they've got enough time here to find a good look. They can run a play off the inbound, make sure they get it in the hands of their best shooter.
And wow, what a time to tie this game up, guys.
Incredible fortitude to bounce back like this. I think we're setting up for an awesome finish.
And so Mike Malone calls a timeout. For the win. Oh, he nailed it. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. We bring you tonight into... And David Aldridge is standing by for our pre...
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. We've got Will Barton, Gordon out there with Michael Porter. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's Jokic in at the 5. And for the Trailblazers, Robert Covington out there with Powell. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then there's McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point guard. Now, here's Jokic. Shoots over Nurkic, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Oh, Jokic being assertive now in the mid-range and has the touch to bury that kind of shot.
And Jokic carrying that standard for a superstar big man. For your money, though, Bones, is he the best true center in the game?
I don't think he's a true center in the sense, GA, that you can't really go down to the post and have him create his own offense by scoring the basketball. Of course, he's going to create plays for his teammates. I still think AD holds that title right now.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. McCollum with the ball, and it's Gordon picking him up from deep. Again, McCollum missing.
Man, he's had 3 good looks at the basket and nothing to show for it.
Back to Jokic. A rebound by Simon.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Barton against McCollum. Barton outside. Pass to Porter. Just 5 on the clock. Gordon dishes to Barton. Over McCollum. Kept alive. Jokic kicks to Gordon. Murray outside. Off target from 3-point range.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's McCollum. Pass to Nurkic. Portland needs to get off a shot. Covington's shot is off.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. You think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question, and believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
And it's sent back by Millsap.
Great block from Millsap, sending that one back.
Dozier passes to Millsap, out to Morris. Back to Millsap. Clock at 6. This is his first free throw of the game. First free throw is good.
Well, hard work pays off, and there might not be a better example if you look that up in the dictionary. There could very well be a picture of Paul Millsap. He's made himself into a star in the NBA.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Nurkic is checked in. Now, here's Lillard. To the paint. Here's Anthony, and it's Anthony with the jam.
Yeah, the vision's one thing, but the timing also helps. Lillard prepared to get the ball to his teammate.
Morris with the ball. And there's the pass to Millsap. Here's Dozier. Floats it up for Millsap. Lays it in off the pretty alley-oop.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Now, here's Lillard. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. 26 seconds left in the first quarter. A three from Morris. It's stolen by Jones. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Anthony finds Lillard. Here's Cantor. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And the truth is, Cantor is a fairly high percentage shooter inside. Sometimes better in this case to send him to the line.
And Cantor drops them both. 7 seconds left to play here in the first. Stolen by Cantor. Here's Anthony. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And honestly, guys, in real time, I couldn't really see whether he got it off in time, but with the...
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Denver on top. They're up by 4. From Portland, we're back in a moment.
I don't fear nobody.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Nurkic is out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Anthony in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Kanter's shot is off.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
A nice shot by Dozier.
I like that, staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
Morris against Lillard. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Nurkic dishes to Lillard. They get it again.
Such a big body down there. Nurkic battling.
Denver leading by 4. And here is Morris. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. The dish now to McGee. Back to Morris. 6 to shoot. Off target with his 3. The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Here's Lillard. Kanter kicks to Powell. Deep 2 from Anthony. It's rebounded by Dozier. And so here's Denver. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Millsap looking it over. Pass to Dozier. Passes it to Rivers. Goes up the baseline. Millsap misses. Trailblazers trail by 4. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Now here is Morris. Pass to Dozier. Loads it up for Millsap. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Here's Lillard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Paul Millsap picks one up. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
The tray. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. McCollum, no good.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
And that one's good by Porter.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
McCollum against Barton. Cullen passes to Lillard. Shot from 16. Covington's shot is off. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Jokic draws the double over Lillard. Jokic, no good. Portland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Powell with it, out guarded by Barton.
Really heads up there. A play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy bucket.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Barton surveying the floor. Stolen by McCollum. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. Covington wide open, he fires. Buries the corner 3. Covington's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Tipped away. Covington with the steal. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Nuggets lead by 1. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50% in the period. That's something they can hang their hat on. And that does it for our half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So on the floor for Denver, we've got Aaron Gordon, Murray out there with Will Barton, and it's Nikola Jokic, and it's Porter at the small forward.
And a story about Jamal Murray. He was doing 2-a-days for Team Canada, and the coach wanted him to rest, so he confiscates his sneakers, came back and found him working out barefoot.
Well, they might want to check his web browser because I believe he did a search for lock picks because they put bars on the door to keep him out of the gym. and he still might try to find a way in.
The pass to Porter. Cantor against Jokic. 5 to shoot. Deep 2 from Murray. That one a little long. Portland leading. Porter with the steal. And here we go. Murray heading to the hoop. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
And some good anticipation there. Murray quickly out, leaking in transition and filling the lane.
Pass to Simons. 90 seconds now into the second half. And the basket by McCollum.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now Barton. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Right side, Gordon. Barton finds Murray. Right side, Gordon. Denver needs to get off his shot. Murray, no good.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Deflects the pass. Collin passes to Covington. Back to Jones. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Covington kicks to Jones. Comes up empty from 19 feet out. Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Gordon, and he banks in the layup. Gordon's got his first 2 points.
An underrated part, really, of being a sick athlete like Gordon, body control. Used it there to keep the form on his shot.
McCollum against Barton. Now here's Cantor. Tight defense on him, and the basket by McCollum.
Finding some space out there on the perimeter was McCollum, and he finds ways to knock it down.
Murray with it. A minute 50 left to play in the third. Near the three-point line, it's Porter. And the second chance effort by Gordon. Gordon's got the game tied up here for the Nuggets.
And offensive rebounding really about timing and positioning there. Gordon using both to burn the D.
Here's Simons. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Collin passes to Simons. He's looking for McCollum and finds him. And he gets it to go. McCollum's got the lead up to 2 now for the Trailblazers. Now here's Murray. D right on him. Jokic finds Murray. And Jokic throws it down.
Now, sometimes there's passes and then there's precision passes. Murray with one of those there.
McCollum outside. Covington the open look. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got his 5th rebound in this one. Floats it up for Jokic. Barton dishes to Porter. Wide open look here for Murray, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
Well, a polished score and good recognition as Jamal Murray understood the timing that he needed to catch and fire.
Collin passes to Simons. Shoots. That shot off. Now Denver takes it the other way. So they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Now here is McGee. He's guarded closely. Back to Morris. Passes it to Dozier. And McGee kicks to Dozier. Takes the 3. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Denver on top, up by 2. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Little out there with Anthony. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Giles in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And the wide open shot from Morris. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Portland trailing here. And here is Powell. Here's Giles. Lillard from outside. The shot that time, not on target. The Nuggets shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Here's Dozier. Near the three-point line, it's Morris. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. And the Nuggets lead by 4. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Powell finds Lillard. Trailblazers keep it alive. Good on the shot. Little's got his first points of the game.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
It's Rivers on the wing. Back to Morris. McGee trying to break free. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Rivers.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Trailblazers trail by 4. Now, here's Lillard. Pass to Little. Giles kicks to Lillard. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
She's so good at rising, firing, and dismantling defenses.
Morris against Lillard. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
A different look now for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Harry Giles. Collins comes in for Little. And McCollum subbed in for Norman Powell. Floats it up for Jokic. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Porter.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. A 2-point game. McCollum outside. Over to the left wing. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Shot clock at 6. McCollum outside to tie it up. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Gordon's got 6 rebounds in the game. It's Barton on the wing. Back to Porter. Lillard against Murray. Out to the right wing. Shoots over Lillard. Will not go. This is off the front eye. Portland's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Collins. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
Murray, the pass to Barton. And the pass to Jokic. Fires from 14, and it's good. 2 points.
He's simply staying aggressive right now, and Jokic is ready to shoot at the biggest moments.
1:21 left in the 4th. Lillard outside. There's the 3. And it's Denver with the rebound.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. You have to use better judgment there.
Murray outside. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound.
Jokic stepping up big time here.
59 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Pass to Lillard. three-point range. It falls. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
That's a tip of the cap there, always wanting to take the big shot for his team. Lillard makes more than his fair share.
Murray against Lillard. Passes it to Barton. Jokic with it. Jokic draws the double. Oh, wow, unable to get a shot off in time, and they turn it over. A very unfortunate time there to pick up a shot clock violation.
A 3 and nothing but a 3 will do here.
Now, this is all from the perimeter and outside the arc here.
They'll call him outside. And so it's Denver who comes out on top here. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Really, and
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. So Nuggets opening lineup. Michael Porter's out there with Jamal Murray. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then it's Aaron Gordon. And it's McGee in at the center position. And for the Clippers, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Ibaka. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the 2-guard spot. Now here's Beverley. Out to Ibaka. Pass to Leonard. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Shot clock at 3. Tips it up, and George able to finish.
Well, I think you've got to like and appreciate the effort there, the hustle. George staying with the possession, then uses his length to finish off the miss.
Murray against Beverley. Here's Jokic, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Jokic, no good. Clippers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. From the wing. That one's not going to go. And the Nuggets going the other way. Here's Gordon, and it's blocked by Ibaka.
Just insane length and leaping ability. Ibaka can reject shots from anywhere on the floor. There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on it.
Here's Beverley following the score by Aaron Gordon. Ibaka right side. The shot from the low post is good.
Love the unselfishness of Beverley. I mean, when he sees his teammate wide open, he quickly gets him the ball.
Murray against Beverley. Murray, the pass to McGee. That shot missing. Nice D from Cousins. Clippers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And it's Beverley missing. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. Trailing by 2. Here's Jokic. And such a nice move to make the basket work. Jokic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
This is a big guy, a mountain of a man. I mean, Jokic is a sturdy, thick 250 pounds on him. It's going to take a bigger bump to disrupt his shot than that one.
Now here's Beverley. Right side Leonard. Dishes it to Ibaka. Kicks it out to Leonard. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Murray dishes to Porter. There's the pass to McGee. Murray with it. Back to McGee. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Wheeling and dealing in the pick and roll. Murray, an encouraging sign of him improving as a passer.
And Beverley kicks to George. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. That one wide left.
Boy, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
And no doubt last season was a bit of a step backwards for Aaron Gordon. After that breakout 2019 season, his numbers just didn't hold up.
And, you know, Greg, the issue was his shooting. You know, Gordon had a tough time from distance, especially from three-point range. Some of that is maybe mechanics, but also shot selection a part of it. And I also thought he was a little more passive with the ball, maybe a little more indecisive. But, again, he's a young player, really young player, so I'm thinking it was probably just an off year for him, and he'll bounce back in good fashion.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
To the middle, here's McGee, and it's McGee with the jam.
Jokic doing a nice job consistently finding the open man.
Now here is George to end the run. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless? It's a foul there. I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Well, you look at McGee and the career resurgence he's undergone, guys, outstanding. I mean, when he's been in the right situation, he's been very effective.
Gordon with no one around. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's George. And yes, it's good.
Yeah, excellent determination there from George. This wasn't going to be denied. Fighting off the physical contact and nailing the shot over good defense.
Floats it up for Jokic. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And so it's Denver with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Nuggets.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
They've got Kennard. Marcus Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Batum, and it's Jackson in at the 1 spot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And the call will be against Luke Kennard. That is his first foul of the game. Morris against Millsap. There's the triple. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. And now here's Batum, the fast break opportunity. Paul Millsap with the rebound. Denver leading by 6. Here's Dozier, and the rejection by Zubac. Batum passes to Kennard, and it's sent back by Millsap.
Can't ignore Millsap's defensive instincts. Excellent timing, rising up to block shots.
And it's Millsap with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. Morris kicks to Barton. That's to Bull. The 3.
And it's the defense that's making it tough on them here in the second quarter, not finding the easy buckets like they did in the first.
Nuggets have gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not elite too, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. The difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this, you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Morris finds Barton. Back to Morris. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Morris passes to Barton. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Clippers trail by 6. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Jackson has the open look. And the 3 off target. Denver's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Dozier passes to Millsap. Barton. It's good on the putback. Barton's got the lead up to 8 now for the Nuggets.
Yeah, you know what? I think Barton does a nice job hitting the boards. Would love more of that kind of intensity from him.
Jackson from long range. Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Clock at 4. Back to Kennard. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Morris inside. Jackson on him. Bull. Tips it. And it's Millsap with the extra effort. And the Nuggets lead by 8.
Yeah, you know, one of the things I like about Paul Millsap is he's relentless. There's no let up when he's out there. I mean, he goes after every ball.
Batum passes to Kennard. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. The Nuggets leading by 8. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Morris kicks the ball. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Porter against Beverly. Now, here is George. He's guarded closely. Murray with the defensive effort.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Throws it up high, and it's McGee with the jam.
And this kind of athleticism at the center position, pretty remarkable. I mean, McGee letting it all hang out there.
Beverly deciding where to go with it. Outside Leonard. Floats it up for Cousins. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
How about that? Cousins throwing it down on the alley-oop. Go ahead, big fella.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Pass to Jokic. Gordon against Leonard. For 3, Murray. They grab their own miss. Jokic on the follow.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if...
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Well, when Cousins...
And so it's Denver holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. And fellas, Jamal Murray is an out-and-out scorer. Running off screens or off bounds. And that...
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. It's been quite a game for JaVale McGee.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. They've got Nikola Jokic, Aaron Gordon out there with JaMychal Green. Then it's Porter, and it's Murray in at the 1. There's Porter with the three. It's hauled in by Beverly.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Murray against George. To the inside. Cousins. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Cousins has got 6.
Cousins imposing his will that time against pretty good defense.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on George.
Well, I tell you what, we've all heard the stories of Jamal Murray's training routine growing up in Canada, like something out of a movie. Push-ups in the snow, dribbling on ice, deep knee bends with a couple high tees on his thigh. A little bit unconventional, but hey, certainly got him to where he is now, so I would say it worked.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
And Clark, it was Jamal Murray's father who's the mastermind behind those unconventional training methods. His son, though, never begged off, never wavered in his commitment.
Tell you what, Greg, it clearly would lead you to believe that both of them were crazy, and yet they had a shared obsession and a commitment, and it's paid off.
Zubac is checked in for DeMarcus Cousins. And Denver also making a switch. McGee's checked in. Free throw good, Paul George.
And, you know, the versatile George does so many things well. A high-octane player who I think gives you intensity at both ends of the court.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Leonard kicks to Zubac. Outside Leonard. Just 5 to shoot. No good off the back of the rim.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
For the finish, and it's blocked by Ibaka. And they get it back. Outside Gordon. Down low, Leonard with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break. George with no one around. That shot misses. And Denver the other way now. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. The dish to Gordon. Greg, as a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
4 on the clock. Leonard, the pass to Beverly. A shot. Kept alive.
You know, using his size advantage there to rip down that board in traffic.
Here's Murray. And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays.
And Murray has a full package. I mean, he's a deadly shooter and a surprisingly good penetrator, too. A terrific guard.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Morris is checked in for Ibaka. Batum comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for George. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Murray against Jackson. Pass to Porter. The pass to Jokic. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Jokic has got 6 points in the quarter.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Jackson kicks to Zubats. Outside Jackson. He lobs it up. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Here's Barton. Kennard with the rebound.
It seems like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
And the Clippers making a change here. Cousins is checked in. Pass to Kennard. Outside Batum. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Nice open look, but it's no good. The Nuggets leading by 7. Here's Morris. From down in the low post, it goes. Morris has got his first basket.
And it looks like they left their defensive effort back in the locker room, guys. They just haven't had the same commitment here defensively in the second half.
We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter. Passes to Kennard. Lets the three fly. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
You've got to be kidding me. Draws the foul and hits the shot. What a play from three-point range.
The Clippers shooting their fourth shot at the foul line here.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Here's Morris. Off the inbound pass. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
You know, Millsap had...
And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review.
And so it's Denver in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We come back right after this. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Morris is out there with Batum. Then there's Jackson. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Kennard in a shooting guard. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Jackson misses.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
Morris into the lane. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Yeah, that's some physical defense against Morris, who attacks with one of his many moves. And we'll just see what he does here at the line.
The Nuggets leading by 6. Morris dishes to Barton. Pass to Bull. The kick out to Barton. Offline with his three.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Kennard, the pass to Jackson. No good with the triple. Jackson's got 1 3-pointer tonight in 4 tries. And Barton throws it down.
The speed and athleticism of Barton, superb. So venomous on these drives to the rim. Take that, fellas.
Jackson drives in, and Jackson throws it down hard.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt here.
And you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Morris finds Barton. Denver passing it around. Here's Morris. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Morris with the ball. Lets it go from 11. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, you know, Cousins, I think, is sometimes underrated as an offensive rebounder. That guy can get some putbacks for you.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Now the pass to Jokic. The kick out to Porter. 5 on the clock. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. It's stolen by Ibaka. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. Beverly tipped back in for 2. Beverly's got his first bucket in this one.
And despite being a little guy, Beverly knows how to step up big. Terrific at delivering when his team needs an important basket.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Nikola Jokic.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch what Mike Malone said to his team. This is still a close game, and he told us, guys, we're not far away. We can still get this one. If we seize the moment, we can walk away with the win. Guys?
Porter with it. George picks him up. Gordon the pass to Porter. 1:32 left in the 4th quarter of this one.
Boy, it was a bumpy start to his career for Michael Porter. I mean, this guy had his entire rookie season taken away because of back surgery and had a big mountain to climb just to get back out on the court. But, you know, to his credit, he made the climb.
And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
And he doesn't let the pressure get to him. Cool and confident from the line.
And Beverly kicks to George. Back to Beverly. Pass to George. And it's George finishing it off.
And because of Paul George's composure and even-keeled nature, his teammates have great trust in him in these situations.
This is it to Porter. Pass to Jokic. Now Murray. Back to Jokic. Knocks down the 3.
Easy to understand why they turn to Jokic in these situations. He has a knack for cashing in on big possessions.
The 3 from George. Jokic with the steal. Outside for Murray. Outside Porter. Jokic draws the double. For 3, Murray. And again, Denver with the triple.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, you really have to like how George uses his body effectively down low there. I mean, the defense pretty much has no choice but to foul him in that situation.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that narrows the gap to 7. 17 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Now Murray. And there's the pass to Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
So the first one drops, and that brings them within 8. And George drops them both. And the rejection by Leonard.
And a sensational.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.